Hi there, this is Mike Knapp from Incrementa Consulting. At the leadership table today, we're talking with Shannon Pearson, one of the members of the Incrementa family. Over the last few weeks, we've been talking with so many business leaders about the impact of the coronavirus. It's been almost unprecedented for this generation to have such a giant crisis come through. But what we're seeing is several common factors that every business leader has to face. One of the biggest ones is the impact to their teams and the people inside their company. And that's where Shannon comes in. She specializes in that squishy stuff, culture, empathy, feelings, communication, some of that stuff that us logical people aren't always so great at. Shannon, welcome.
Thank you. It's always good to see you on video, of course, social distancing.
Of course, we can't get any closer than 2 arm lengths apart. So Shannon, where should business leaders start?
Oh, business leaders, they're all in the same boat. They need to really reduce the level of uncertainty in their organizations.
That's a challenging one when you don't know what's coming. And really, a lot of those business leaders spending all their time neck deep in the strategy and the tactics planning. But how do they actually reduce the uncertainty with their staff?
Well, that is the million-dollar question. And of course, it's something that they face on an ongoing basis. This is just such an extreme time. When we're dealing with people and we're dealing with what you call the squishy stuff, there is a very tactical side to it, because to be good at the people stuff, you can't take your foot off the gas of the tactical stuff. So the cash flow, the supply chains, the future state of the business, all those decisions are extremely important. What's really effective is to be able to create a communication strategy so that when you are dealing with those very serious decisions that need to be made right now, minute by minute, they are then disseminated throughout your organization in a very clear and consistent way. That communication plan and strategy, the rollout of that, is what will bring the level of certainty up just a little bit.
So it's great that you actually took the soft and squishy and sometimes hard to define and actually put some real tactics around it. Mm-hmm. And rolling out a communications plan is absolutely vital. How do you make sure that communications plan connects with the people that is impacting?
That is that consistency component. So to make it impactful, a lot of it is about who are you going to put in place to share this communication strategy and the content that has been decided to be shared. But most importantly, you really need to step into that place of empathy. And empathetic leadership is so crucial right now, because as much as you're making very serious and hard decisions very quickly, you need to almost put that in its own category, but also then step into the shoes and be with the employees to find out exactly what they're looking for to feel certain, so that the leadership that you're offering gives them that certainty. So that empathetic leadership is absolutely crucial right now.
So one of the CEOs I was talking with today let me know that she's started doing one-on-ones, not just with her team, but throughout the organization. And wow. Actually spending the time with people.
Yeah. You cut out there. What was the question?
What do you think of that? And what questions should a CEO be asking if they're doing those?
I think highly of that person. I think one-on-ones are important when everything is predictable and certain. So at a time like this, one-on-ones are incredibly valuable. The questions that I would be stepping into are really relating back to the information that we're all getting, typically at a fairly similar time frame. So when people are watching the news and they get an announcement like the schools are going to be, closed until further notice, that has upset so many households and has created not just uncertainty in the workplace, but uncertainty in your home and who's going to care for the children, or what type of solutions are there for that. Talk to your employees about what's going on in their lives, because that getting a little bit more understood, or perhaps sharing some best practices, or really just being there for each other and locking arm in arm and saying, no, we are in this together. This is about humanity. This isn't about anything other than that. So how can we actually help each other to do the best with the information that we have? Those questions are absolutely vital. to giving people a sense that their leader is there for them, is in their corner, that we're in it together, and we will come through it together. But we have to stay united.
I love that, because through this massive adversity, you end up with a tight knit community and team that's ready to fly when things finally start to settle down.
And I will end on the note that empathy is one of those words that gets thrown around quite a bit, and I'm very committed to it myself. And I think the best way I have come up with so far to explain it to people is it is a muscle, and like any muscle, if you don't exercise it, it will atrophy. Exercising it during good times, that's already a challenge. Not everybody has that instant reaction where they can go into a place of empathy. In leadership, if you don't practice it during the good times, you're going to have a very, very difficult time practicing it during times like this. So empathy is going to be the one skill set that really carries on throughout this pandemic and into the future. It is something that needs to be practiced on a regular basis.
Well, thank you for your time, Shannon.
Thank you.